Let's finish with some unscheduled nonsense.
Do it.
So, Keith, I got asked a question. I was recording the today's Lakers Nation podcast today. I was recording actually late last night. So I'm recording it because it goes out early the night before to channel members. So I was recording it. And I put all of our mailbag questions, our questions that I didn't get to post game from the previous show, into my document and everything. And I was showing them on screen. And I hadn't read through all of them completely. I kind of skimmed just to make sure there's no obvious 4-letter words or something like that shouldn't appear on the screen. But I didn't really read the question. So I was met by a question that surprised me. And the question was, if you were offered $2.5 million post-tax, we get some random questions here, right? Post-tax. So taxes have already been taken out.
Amount of money.
Right. You actually get the 2.5 million. It's not 2.5 million and then you got to give Uncle Sam a big chunk of that. It's you actually get $2.5 million. But the deal is you have to walk away from sports media. Are you doing that?
I mean, my easy answer is no, because this is how I make a living, and 2.5 million is not gonna. I don't think I can live off that the rest of my life. Like, I mean, I have college to pay for, so that's gonna eat up a pretty big chunk. I think coming soon, but yeah,
I think you could if you invested it correctly.
Sure, yeah, but I don't feel like I could do that. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I'd have to get a good money guy. I'd probably
get a financial planner.
Yeah, and then I'd be in trouble. Yeah, probably not. No. Now, if I felt like I could get any other job that I would like just as much, yeah, probably. Because can I not tweet it all about sports? Can I not
Yeah, you're done. You Kate the other day, it felt really weird, but I turned off tweet notifications for Woj.
Yeah, I did too.
That was so weird. That was so weird. Yeah. But you do that. You just you walk away. You're no longer part of sports. Maybe you could go. I don't know. I would assume it means you can't work in sports at all. You can't go become a GM or something like that. But but let's say you have to completely walk away from sports.
Yeah. As long as I can still watch sports, as if I could get another job.
I think that's reasonable. You could watch.
Me and you could still do this, just not put it out there to anybody in the world. We'll just talk.
We just jump on every day just to talk basketball with each other and break everything down.
I get to talk hoops with my buddies. So all right, I could probably make it work. I don't know. That's tough though. It's probably not enough, to be honest. I'd probably need.
Which is crazy because Keith, I know you're the same way. Growing up, it was always like, oh my gosh, what if you had $1 million, right? That was always the thing. Now it's 2.5 million. You're like, is that enough? I don't, you know what I mean? That's, hey, thanks inflation, right? That's the way it goes. But
when I was in second grade, a girl I went to school with, shout out to Michelina. I don't know whatever became of her. I don't even remember her last name. But she, her family won $1 million in the lottery. Ooh. And it was oh my God, they were instantly for second grader in the small town I grew up in, they were instantly the richest people I knew. So it was man, and and they bought this massive house. They moved a few towns over into one of the richer towns, and this massive house, and went on. I remember they went on this big I think it was a 3-week long trip to Florida and did Disney for every but all out and all kinds of stuff, because it was to your point, it was $1 million, and it was oh my gosh. But that was also longer ago than I care to admit. Long
that
ago,
$1 million goes a lot farther back then than it does now.
Yeah. That said, if someone wants to donate us $1 million, we'll very happily split it between the two of us, and we're without complaint.
For sure. For sure. Yes. Yeah, we definitely would. See, I was thinking about it. I was thinking this is what I do. This is what I love doing. You're the same way. We love doing this. And so that would be hard. And so the question would really become, is that enough to where you are independently wealthy? And I think if you planned it correctly, yes, you could. And by independently wealthy means I don't have to work for money anymore. If I work, it's because I want to work, not because I need the money. So that's what financial independence would be all about. And so the thing for me, the trade-off would be, okay, I would be essentially buying time with that money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then I wouldn't have to spend the time that I do working, the time away from family and things like that. And I could just spend time with family. So it's an interesting thing. And I think you're right. I think it would come down to, is there something else that I would want to do
Yeah.
that would be fulfilling? Because otherwise, yes, you would have more time, but would you be happy about what you're doing? Maybe, maybe not. So anyway, as Studio Stu jumps in to remind me that I have to pay for cat food. So one way or another, I need
There
to
it
make
is.
sure that that I can cover the cat food for him.
Yeah, if it meant I had to go back to a 9 to 5 office job, the answer is 100% no.
Yeah.
Like there's like no, like I've said it over and over again. I loved my job with Disney that I had, but like the idea of going into an office 9 to 5 again, Monday to like I just it makes I honestly like gives me like a bad shiver like down my spine. Like I like no chance.
But
I don't want
but
to
there
put
is a
real
number.
pants on in that many days in a week. Like
I am
like
I am wearing sweats right now.
yeah, I'm
um,
wearing basketball shorts because it's warmed back up enough here and that I'm good. So yeah, I don't want to put real pants on. Like
but
that's
there is a
nonsense.
number. Like, what if it was 3 million? What if it was 4 million?
Oh yeah, I mean
Right?
Ted DiBiase taught us, man. Like
Sure,
everybody
the
has a
million dollar
price.
man.
Yeah, at some point we're just negotiating, right? Like
Right.
we've established that do it. Now we're just negotiating the
So
price.
the bottom line, if anybody out there with deep pockets wants to conduct a social experiment of what happens if you
True.
were to take a sports media career away from two sports media people, and if you want to document it or something like that, and post it, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah, sure.
We
Hit
can
us up.
negotiate a little bit if you want to hit us up.
In the interim, I'll answer a question that was asked or a comment that was thrown out in one of our shows where we mentioned the basketball bulletin. We've been pumping out content there, and somebody said,
Mhm.
"Why a paywall on the pieces? Because we need to make a living." Like that's, I mean, putting it very simply, it helps that is income that helps Trevor and I continue to do this and not
Yep,
have to take your $2.5 million to walk away. Like we like that. That's why and on that note, we've kept it as low as we are allowed to make it.
literally.
Yeah, we can't go any lower than that. And we throw out one free piece a week that you get the whole thing, and you even get if you subscribe, you get part of each one of the articles for free anyway. Even with that, so you're missing some content. You're gonna start putting a lot more of the draft stuff up here as we go. I had draft notes at the end of last week that went out, so check all that stuff out. But that's why that's the real simple answer. This is our
Absolutely, and I've got a bunch of stuff going on the Basketball Bulletin YouTube channel, which is careening towards 10,000 subscribers. This
crazy.
is we're picking up some momentum there for sure. So, guys, make
Fastest
sure you
front
check
office,
that out.
I'm gonna be very mad. So everybody subscribe right now, so I don't have to be angry over the holidays.
That's right. That's right. We don't want that. You don't want to spend an angry Thanksgiving. But all right, everybody, we appreciate all of you for joining the show here. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications as well. Till next time, see you and stay safe.